In the dying light of World War II, one secret mission changed the fate of an entire front. This is the Battle of Fox. Deep within Allied command, a coded message was sent. A mission so secret, only 12 men knew its name. They were soldiers, not heroes. Ordinary men chosen for an impossible task. Their objective: capture a German radio fortress hidden deep in the Ardennes. No reinforcements, no retreat. Before dawn, they left the safety of base and stepped into the unknown. The Ardennes was a graveyard of men and machines, but Fox Company pressed forward. Scattered shell casings, burned tanks. The silence was louder than gunfire. The enemy struck without warning, an ambush from the tree line. Trapped but unbroken, Fox Company returned fire with everything they had. Not all survived the first hour, but the mission had to continue. With ammo low and spirits lower, they found shelter in the ruins of an old farmhouse. That night, they spoke of home, of the world they might never see again. As dawn broke, enemy artillery rained hell upon them. One man volunteered to cross enemy lines, to call for help. After days of blood and mud, they reached their target, the German radio fortress. They moved like ghosts, every step a heartbeat closer to destiny. One misstep, one metallic click, the alarm screamed. Bullets tore through walls. Every room became a battlefield. Inside, they found what they came for, and the nightmare that guarded it. In that room of static and screams, destiny chose its hero. Close-up of a trembling hand pressing Morse code buttons. Sparks fly. Camera zooms in to the glowing Morse code light, blinking in the darkness. But the message also reached the enemy. Reinforcements were already on their way. With no escape and no support, Fox Company turned the fortress into their final stand. In the quiet before dawn, they knew what was coming. Death had a schedule. At 0500 hours, the enemy struck with thunder and steel. Handheld tracking shot behind soldiers firing from windows. Muzzle flashes light up their faces in golden glow. In the middle of war's madness, one man saved lives instead of taking them. Then came the iron beasts, Panzer tanks rolling toward the fortress. Ammo low, men wounded, hope fading, but surrender was never an option. Captain Fox, the man the mission was named for, made his choice: blow the tower before capture. The blast lit the sky, a tower turned to ashes, and heroes became legends. Smoke rose for miles. The radio fortress was gone, but so were most of Fox Company. Only 5 men crawled from the ruins, broken but alive. For 3 days they walked through enemy territory with no food, no radio, and no promise of rescue. One of them tarried a secret, a spy planted among them. When truth came out, brother turned against brother. Without a trial, justice was swift. Betrayal paid its price. Exhausted and hollow, they lit a flare, one final cry for salvation. By miracle or fate, an Allied plane spotted them. They returned home not as victors, but as witnesses. Operation Fox was marked successful in the records, but the truth was buried beneath ink and lies. Decades later, letters were found, written by the men who never came back. Among them was a letter to a wife, words she never got to read. Today their names rest in stone, but their courage lives in every soldier who follows. Nature has reclaimed the land. Trees stand where men once fell. Captain Fox, no photo, no medal, no grave. Only a name whispered in military archives. Historians later found evidence that the Battle of Fox stopped a German counterattack that could have changed the war. They were outnumbered, outgunned, but never out of heart. Their stand became a symbol of impossible courage. Their story may have been lost to time, but history remembers those who dared to fight when the world had forgotten.